Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And replacing me is Claire.
I'm not replacing you.
Well, you replaced me last week, and now I'm replacing Jimmy.
Oh, okay. That works. Yeah.
So you're the new me, and I'm the new Jimmy.
Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
Spooky.
You guys want to hear some stats?
Yeah, I would love.
Get out your phone.
The
that.
show we're going to watch today has a Marvel character in it. I don't even know what we're watching.
You got some wombos for us?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I don't have any
waiting for
fun
it.
like Josh remarks though. Sorry. I'll work on it. I'll work on my Josh.
Let's just talk about video games and be condescending. You'll figure it out.
You're doing it for me though, man.
All right.
Come
Throwing
on.
a supernatural reference, you're good.
Talk about Supernatural. Let's do it. Let's
Thumbs
ignore
up.
Joe and just talk about Supernatural for us.
Oh yeah, there's like people in it, and they're like teens or something.
Nope, wrong.
They're superheroes or
Nope,
something.
wrong.
Okay, well I tried. That's about all I know.
They're just grown adult men.
Okay, very off. I don't know. I'm
That's
kind of glad you're not into a teen show then. It's probably better.
not particularly. Speaking of horrible horror teen shows, does anybody watch any spooky things? You guys went over it last week a little bit, but has anything new popped up for you?
I mean, we talked a little bit last time about that I've been like watching the Saws.
Yeah, you just watched Saw 7, right?
Yeah, but now I'm up through unofficial Saw 9, which is...
Is that Spiral?
It's Spiral from
Starring
the
Chris
book
Rock?
Yeah. It's Spiral from the Book of Saw. And
I can't like handle like I walk into the room and I have to like walk away when these movies are on.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe these are entertaining. But hey, to each his own.
neither can I. But like
But you're still watching them all?
I don't know why I'm watching them. At some point I watched the first 6 because I heard from a podcast that they were interesting. And then I stopped because they were bad. And then, but then I was just like, what, 7, 8, 9? I can do that. There's a 10th one coming out. Maybe I go see that. Who knows?
Is it out yet, or is it out later in the month?
I don't remember. Maybe this weekend, maybe last weekend.
Jimmy was talking it up.
I will go see Saw 10 with you.
Have you seen the others?
I will catch up.
Yeah, it's fine. Read a Wikipedia.
I think I have seen through 6 too. So
Yeah.
I have to do 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah. The 7 and 8 are forgettable. But then 9, the thing with 9, which is, again, it's called Spiral from the Book of Saw, which, like, as I'm watching it, I kept, like, saying that in my head. And I'm just like, this movie's called Spiral from the Book of Saw. Because it's trying so hard to, like, not really be a Saw movie. It's,
Okay.
like, just supposed to be, like, a detective murder thing.
Is Chris
so,
Rock
like,
the
that's-
detective?
Chris Rock is the lead detective.
So that seems like the
only.
only Saw movie I would like, but you're not making it sound like I'd like it.
But that's just because you're a major fan of Chris Rock, though.
oh,
Big fan of Chris
who
Rock.
is not?
He's in all fairness,
hilarious.
he's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny.
Dude, the fact that like he got slapped in vain this week, like we all found out about the Jada Smith and the Will Smith, they've been broken up for you guys don't
What
know
do you
about
mean
this?
we all?
Like the whole
Sounds
world.
like only you know.
Okay, well Jada and Will, like it's coming out from like I forget what the show is. It's like Good Morning America or Hoda something. I don't know.
This is why we don't know.
Well, I also am not telling this well, but it's been all over like the platforms. But she said, "Oh, we haven't been together for 7 years," but they've been playing along. So like he slapped Chris Rock for no reason.
Well, I thought that they just like had an open relationship.
There was that, but apparently no, completely.
It's not even open. It's just completely dissolved.
like yeah, and then they like faked the openness or like like that whole thing was like dramatized. I didn't read that far. I just mainly was just like, huh, interesting. Kind of seemed like it. But a lot of memes are being made about Chris Rock being slapped. So
I mean,
I thought it would fit in.
regardless of the relationship, if you're gonna make an outdated G.I. Jane joke, you get a slap.
Man, I'm gonna try to come up with a G.I. Jane joke some line through the night.
But yeah,
Joe's not gonna slap
Chris
you.
Rock.
It'll probably be so bad and like unmemorable that no one will slap me because they won't even know.
Just like
what
I didn't
I'm
even
doing.
understand that was a joke.
Also, I don't think I've ever seen G.I. Jane, so I don't think I know.
She like shaves her head and does push-ups. I think.
Exactly.
That's all I
This is
remember.
the joke.
That's just everybody in the army.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Rock is the lead detective. Samuel L. Jackson
Oh, he's
Oh.
in that?
is the former like chief of police and Chris Rock's dad.
Okay. They're not that much. Like, I mean, they're maybe are they like 20 years different? I guess he could be his dad.
I think Sam Jackson is just older than you think.
I guess he is.
Because like even
But
like
Chris Rock's old.
Why are they in a Saw
Yeah.
movie though? Like
that's the
where
thing.
I'm like, what?
It's like this is like not. It's Spiral from the Book of Saw. It's like trying to distance itself because it's trying to just be like a straight up detective movie. But then every now and then you'll look up at their like conspiracy pin board, and then there's just like the little like
Jigsaw.
the little jigsaw puppet. It's just like, what? Am I supposed to be taking this seriously? It's bad. It's bad as a like detective movie, and then it's like also bad as a Saw movie because there's not enough like Saw in it.
wow. Okay, well, so glad. So that's the last one then.
That's the last one, and then now there's
No,
Saw
Saw 10.
X,
Saw X.
Socks,
Formerly known as Saw Twitter.
Saw
Oh my
Twitter.
gosh. Every time we have to make a joke about Twitter and X when I'm on this podcast. But I don't know, Josh, what have you been watching?
Not Saw.
Sauce.
My friend Jake, for you guys,
Yeah.
you know who he is. He told me that I should watch the Chucky TV show that's on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
But then he also said, and apparently he hasn't seen any of the movies, really. But he told me that the Chucky TV show, which there's now 3 seasons of.
Wow.
When he told me about it, like I swear, like a month ago, there was only 2, and the second season was like new. So whatever.
Okay.
But he said, watch that, and all of the movies are like canon within the show. And I'm like, well, all the movies came before the show. I'm gonna watch all the movies. So I'm currently in the middle of Bride of Chucky. I didn't finish it. I have like a half an hour left. It was bedtime, so I stopped to watch my movie like Joe.
couple episodes.
Couple episodes. But so I've watched Child's Play,
Yeah.
Child's Play 1, Child's Play 2, 3. Wait, Child's Play 1, 2, and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm almost done with Bride of Chucky.
That's a lot of Chucky.
I've seen 1, 2, and 3, but I never went with the modern ones.
I watched 1 like by myself, and then when I was out of town this weekend, the people I was with, we watched 2 and 3.
That makes more sense.
They're so, I'm telling you right now, Chucky's great.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's other horror movies are one of those like you watch them and you're like, they're campy, they're fun. I'm thinking like the Jasons, the Freddys, the whatevers. Like they're fun and they're campy and they're great. And it's like if you like that stuff, like yeah, watch a Halloween. You know, they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Chucky's hilarious. Like it's
Okay.
like funny, but also like gruesome. It's like great all around.
Yeah.
Him and
Can I just like see like the YouTube version of this where they cut out all the gruesomeness and it's just the funny parts? Because that's the movie I want to watch.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I
Wouldn't
would
be good?
advise that.
Okay,
advise-
then never mind. I don't know.
It's also a doll. So like, you know. But when the doll explodes, he's apparently just full of a gallon of blood. Like it's
Yeah.
I do feel like my only Chucky memory was like we had a babysitter that rented us movies, and one of them was Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, and there's like the dead person in it. And then the next movie was
The Babysitter.
Chucky. And like all I remember is like seeing like pieces of Chucky as a child, and like I think maybe that's why I don't like scary movies. But like after that, I never, other than like knowing what Chucky was, like I never dabbled in a Chucky.
Chucky's fantastic. I think there's
Hey,
7 movies,
7
and so I'm on 4.
and 3 seasons of the TV show.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like the third season's like playing weekly or something like now, and it's just being uploaded to Peacock or as it's coming out, or if it's all out or not. So
Awesome.
but we'll see. I'll get through the movies and then maybe I'll start the TV show. I didn't know Chucky was great.
Do you know what the other movies are?
Like the Chucky ones?
Yeah, because it's like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky,
It's like, man,
and then there's a remake.
there's like Soul of Chucky. It's
Soul,
like Bride, Seed, Soul, Sack.
Sack of Chucky.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Foot of Chucky.
Wow, these like incredibly like I don't know.
It's just
there's so
like,
many chapters in these movies you guys are talking about, and it's like a wholly like different world that I do not know anything about.
it's funny because I think it's great. Chucky's a doll, obviously, but he's just this super foul mouthed like killer guy that's in a doll. So he's like trying to kill it, and he's just swearing and laughing, like because he like loves killing people, and he's like laughing and swearing and making stupid puns. It's like You know, it's like when like a superhero does something and they do like a one-liner. Like
Yeah.
Chucky does that, but as the the killer. And so in Bride of Chucky, in previous movies, it was like the main characters are trying to run away from Chucky in this, and now Bride of Chucky is just him, like Chucky and his wife. I don't know what she's called. I don't know what her name is. She's Jennifer Tilly, but I don't know what her Tiffany or Tiff in the movie. But it's just them now. Like it's like you're rooting for like Chucky now. Like they're just murdering people, and you're like, I hope you get your bodies back. Go. But I also don't, because I want you to be dolls forever.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for Scream to get there. I think that they are kind of hinting at that with the most recent movies.
Like that we want to root for the killers.
I think that there's
Or just like it's more focused on the killer, more so than like the group of people that are getting murdered.
Yes. Well, or just like, spoilers for the more recent Scream movies, but like the main characters like have a connection to the original killers, and they play with that a little bit. And I just want just a full on movie where it's just like, oh, and now like this character is just out for revenge as the Ghostface killer.
Yeah. Could be fun. Could be a good twist. Because you could do that, and you could probably easily go back to like once they're dead, someone takes the mantle up, and now it's just a normal Scream movie if like that stuff doesn't work out. So
yeah.
I like it.
Well, I mean, this is a spooky podcast.
It's
Joe.
spooky.
But hey, Claire, what's this podcast about?
Hey.
No, I'm Josh. I don't do that. I'm kidding. I know what this podcast is about. We are going to watch the first episode of some sort of spooky show, talk about it, make some predictions, and then watch the last episode of a spooky show and see if our predictions are correct. I think that's kind of it. It's kind of awesome. We talk, banter, discuss current events.
Yeah. Have you heard about this Will Smith, Jada Pinkett?
I'm still shocked that you guys didn't hear about it.
We're recording this podcast in like February 2022 or whatever it was.
When this happened? What do you mean, February 2022?
Yeah, when the slap happened. Where were
Oh,
you when the
was
slap
I?
happened?
Oh, yeah.
Where were you when the slap heard around the world occurred?
I don't think I heard the slap until the next morning when I opened up my phone and like read the news.
I feel like that was like the only. What was that? Was that like the Oscars, the Golden
Oscars,
Globes?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch any of the award shows. But I think that was the one time, like in a decade, that I gave in to my friends and was like, "Fine, I'll come over and watch it with you guys because they like love it." And then I was like, "Does this happen every year?"
I'm gonna be here more often.
This is fantastic. All right, Joe, what do you got for us?
This week, we're diving into the world of ghost hunters. There's a lot of TV shows out there where people seek out the paranormal and try to find evidence. I guess
this is like a true like real.
It sounds
TV
like
show?
it sounds like we're hunting for real ghosts.
we're hunting for real ghosts.
Like we're gonna find them.
Well,
Maybe they're gonna find us.
Okay.
we're gonna get an EVP of something, I bet. But
Okay. I'm excited to learn about the technology to find a ghost.
But yeah, there's a lot of ghost shows out there, including when I was like searching around for stuff. Like, you remember? Is it Jack Osborne? Like
Ozzy's son.
Yes.
Okay.
He like has a whole career now where he just does ghost shows.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
But we're not.
I mean, his sister like got on The View or something, or her own talk show. So
I do watch a YouTube channel called Watcher,
Mhm.
and in one of the things that they do is they have a little show they called I think it's called Ghost Files, where they go to haunted places, and then one guy's a skeptic and one's a believer. They're just funny dudes. It's
Sure.
fun.
But yeah, I didn't pick a Jack Osborne show. And we're not doing like what's it, Ghost Hunters, I think is like the big one, like with those bros that hunt for ghosts.
I don't know. You said we're gonna hunt some ghosts. So what's the different level? What's the tier 2?
The one that I picked is called Ghost Brothers.
Wait, what? Wait, so we're not watching Ghost Hunters, we're watching Ghost Brothers?
We're watching Ghost Brothers.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just because I've never watched any of these like ghost hunter type shows, I guess, except for MTV's Fear.
Who are those guys that the two brothers that like renovate houses. Is
Property Brothers.
yeah, is this the Property
Yeah,
Brothers?
the cousins with the Property Brothers.
They kind of look like okay, no, that would
The
be
Property
me.
Brothers?
I was gonna make a
You
comment.
gonna smash on the Property Brothers?
I
right
mean, it's just I was. I'm gonna hold my tongue though.
now?
Just delete that
You're gonna
part. I
hate
know.
on two
Wow.
just two tall, handsome men that can build stuff.
I mean, I just was gonna. No, you're gonna
So one of
talk
them,
me
like,
into
married to
saying
Zooey
mean thing.
Deschanel?
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right.
Really?
So Ghost Brothers.
Ghost Brothers.
What do they
First thing
do?
you should know about the Ghost Brothers.
But by the end of this episode, I'm gonna get Claire to say something mean about the Property Brothers.
Just gonna say something just
And
super
you guys,
racist about Canadians. Or
Yeah,
something.
I would put my foot in my mouth all the time
Just,
on
like,
this show.
with their floppy heads.
There's
and
that
their
one
beady
guy that always
eyes.
wears a tie, and that one guy that's always wearing flannel. What's up with that? Nothing. All right.
What do we need to know about the show, though?
The Ghost Brothers. What you need to know about the Ghost Brothers is that they are not brothers.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I did a little bit of research.
that's so disappointing.
They are not brothers, but they are African American.
Oh,
I love
Oh.
it. Yes. So they're brothers.
so I'm
They're brothers.
definitely
That's
gonna
what they
probably
mean.
put my foot in my mouth.
This is gonna be a good one.
But yeah, that's. I mean, I can't get around not being racist about this, but like, there's just something about white people and ghosts where they like take it way too seriously, and people of color and ghosts are just sort of like, "Hey, you seen that? That was pretty crazy,
Okay.
huh?"
I don't know about you. This is again a racist thing to say, but I immediately think of the Leprechaun YouTube video from like back in the day. Do you remember that? Where it's like
I
people's
kinda do, yeah.
reaction to the Leprechaun.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't
It's
quite.
hilarious, and I just like am excited to see what happens in the show.
But yeah, that's
I feel like they're gonna have like a really like funny, positive vibe, and then like gonna
Yes.
be really fun if they get scared. It's gonna be funny.
exactly, and that's the
sweet.
vibe that I'm getting from just like the quick reads that I did on like the HBO Max and the Wikipedia is that their approach to ghost hunting isn't like the ghost hunter is like, oh my god, do you see that? Those are real fucking ghosts. They're just like, hey, should we go hang out in this haunted house? Is this gonna be fun? Like, are we gonna see some like spooky like white people from the 1800s or what?
So, what channel is this on? Like, where do these shows come on?
This was on some sort of bullshit.
Destination America
Exactly.
TLC.
Yeah,
oh, so it's TLC. though.
offshoot of TLC
Not even
Discovery
regular.
Channel.
Okay.
I think eventually made it onto Discovery Channel, but like it's just one of those shows that you would only watch in like a hotel room or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Or in the First and Last Studios.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to know though. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't.
I'm not religious, so
I do have like a weird thing where there's like like lights flat, like there's like a thing that it's more of like a reminder, but I don't believe that that's controlled by anything. It's more just like, oh, if that weird thing occurs, then I think of things because I was a kid when I made this connection up. But that's not a ghost. That's just like a like a weird thing that happens.
Sure. I will say there was one time when I like we were at a bar and there was a board game area and I pulled out like a Ouija board and I was like, oh, a Ouija board, and you were like, I don't believe in that, and I was like, okay. I don't know why you needed to make that clear. Doesn't seem like it's a problem then if you don't believe in it.
I don't know. It creeped me out a little bit. I don't know. It creeps me out. I don't like it. I
so
don't
like
like
you know,
it.
so like you don't believe in it, but you kind of do.
No, I don't fuck with it. Okay, I don't believe in it, but I don't fuck with it either.
Yeah, well then you kind of do. Then there's something there.
No.
There's something there.
Okay.
There's got to be something there.
I don't think so because I did go on a date with it. Like it was a deal breaker for dating this guy. He actually helped film a ghost hunting TV show. I can't remember which one it was.
Wait, that was specifically the deal breaker?
Well, because he wanted to go on a ghost walk.
Media?
He was into ghosts. Like he didn't actually make any money helping film this. It was like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna hunt for ghosts. And I was like, you're gonna what? you're gonna hunt for ghosts? Oh, and then he like really believed it. And there's other issues, but not exactly like clearly Joe's a better catch.
Because I don't believe in ghosts.
You don't believe
But
in
what if I
ghosts.
would just want to hunt ghosts for fun, though?
That I think would be way
The most
cooler.
dangerous game.
Hunting ghosts, like if you thought like you were doing something and you thought it was really funny and like fun, I'm cool with it. But if you
He's gonna do it ironically for 10 years, and then it's gonna become real, though.
no, I don't, then never mind. You can't do that. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. But
I will say that as much as I don't believe in ghosts, I for sure can get in my own head and creep myself out.
Oh, for sure.
That's a
I
thing.
mean, we've all been to a place where I was like, that might have been mildly unexplainable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest, I don't believe in ghosts, but when I bought this house, I was like, sure hope it's not haunted. Like sure
Yeah.
hope like weird things don't happen.
The house I live in was built in 1907. You don't think that like there haven't been people that have died in that house? Like,
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm pretty confident the original owner of this house has probably died here or something. I mean, it was like an old grandma lady that like the people that we
if
bought it
I
from.
start
bought it from.
seeing
She
some
was
like
never found, is that
ghost
what you're
up
saying?
in here, I'm gonna be real mad.
Yeah, me too, because I live here. Luckily, we
Yeah.
have 2 cats, and any noise that I hear, I can say must have been a
It's just
cat.
It's like a ooh, and you're like, probably a cat.
Yeah, that's a cat. That's a cat. That's a noise a cat makes. So, no, I don't believe it. Believe in ghosts. I think it'd be terrifying if there's proof, and it's kind of fun to bounce around, and unexplainable things happen all the time. So that's just how the life works.
Yeah.
So
And our brains are like so clued into like seeing or looking for things that are unexplainable or patterns of things. Like this happens at this time all the time. It's someone telling me something, and it's like, no, you just noticed that thing at that time.
humans see like faces and things that don't have faces, that kind of stuff. Like you're kind of programmed into seeing like faces. You'll see like little dots and like a sign or something like that, and you'll kind of be like, doesn't that kind of look like a face?
Yeah.
Or you like
You
look at
see-
a cloud and you'll see, doesn't it look like a face? It's like a thing that we do. We like see faces.
Yeah,
where
you
like
see 2 eyes and a mouth. You're just like, it's a face because you just make that connection. That's what humans do.
That's fascinating.
you didn't
What
even
do
know
you-
you did it.
You know what? Also, though, like part of this is like half of the proof of ghosts have been like camera pictures and things like that for so long, or like, oh, we're gonna use this like radio wave. Like it's like they don't have science to prove that there's anything going on or happening.
Well, I think Ghost Brothers are gonna give us some science.
I'm excited to see the science.
I'm sure there's plenty of, EVP or something like that. I'm saying right now they're using like, I don't know, a dog toy, like a plush dog that like speaks, or like a doll that speaks, and they're like, we put this here and it has like an electromagnetic field around it, and when you go by it, it like interacts with people, and we're gonna put this in this room. I've seen that on a ghost shows.
what
before.
I hope is that the Ghost Brothers are just like, they have other people that do the science part, like that have, they're like, this room's haunted, and then you just watch their reactions, and they're just hilarious dudes. That's what I'm hoping for. But I feel like, yeah, white people are the only people that get to be like super like creepy about being obsessed with ghosts. And why are ghosts only from the 1800s or early 1900s? They're always the same time period. Like, why don't we have a ghost from like 5 years ago?
I mean, here's the deal: if the ghosts are real and I die, I will haunt you, Claire.
Will you, like, would you? I would feel like I'd feel privileged to be haunted,
I'm wondering. It all depends on whether or not it's like
I'd want to help more than haunt,
you
but
get
like I'd want to watch.
you get to pick a destination. You're stuck there, or can I be a traveling ghost? If I gotta like pick your guys' house or something like that.
It seems like
I am curious what you guys do when no one's around. But I don't want to get stuck there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if somebody was stuck in our house, they would be so bored.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there'd be other places. Like, I'd rather be like in a museum. Like, I'd haunt a museum. That seems great. 'Cause you get to watch a lot of people. Maybe like, something like that, or like a event space. That'd be kind of funny. Fuck with like a wedding, or no, you wouldn't want to be that ghost.
You never know. We could be
But
fun.
like, is that the thing? Can ghosts not travel? Or are they like stuck in a spot?
Well, here's the deal: ghosts aren't real, so make up the rules.
Yeah,
I want to be a
don't-
traveling ghost.
I don't remember what movie this was from, but it was like that the ghosts haunt places and not people.
I know a lot
Oh.
of ghost rules, but they're all from Supernatural. So
Oh.
I know they, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So it's just from that show. It's
well,
not-
I'm just saying, depending what you watch. It's like you watch a zombie movie and there's like general zombie rules, but then whatever movie you're watching, obviously there's something like special, like you don't become a zombie unless they bite you, or like some of them it's like you get like liquid in you or something like that, and like there's.
But what's the most basic ghost rules? They haunt a place, not a person.
I think that might have been from the Ghost Whisperer from Ghost Whisperer with
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they like said in the first episode of that show, they said a lot of rules, and then they broke half of them like halfway through the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's that show that used to always come on the TV, so you see the beginning of it all the time.
Yeah, she whispers to the ghosts.
Yeah.
Hey, ghost.
Nobody watches that show for the ghost. They watch it for her boobs. I'm sorry, even that's how I feel. They're great. She's got great boobs.
Well, the first episode of Ghost Brothers.
Does she have great boobs?
Okay. Ghost Brothers. I'm ready to hear. What is this going to be?
That was good. Magnolia Plantation seems like their first location in Derry, Louisiana.
God, the people there are going to be scarier than the ghosts.
So wait, they're going to go to a plantation? These two black men are going to go look for ghosts on a plantation?
Is it 2 or 3, right?
Black
It's got to be
dudes.
3.
It's 3?
Yeah.
Oh, but they're not brothers.
No,
Well-
they're like friends.
Okay, so there's 3 friends, and they're gonna go to a plantation as their first place. They're gonna go look for ghosts.
Yep.
Oh my God! What a better place to go though? If you can see just a bunch of white ghosts in torment forever
Mm-hmm.
on a plantation.
I feel like they're not gonna find that. Like,
Well, they're not going to find anything, but could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
I really hope it's just like some like hilariousness. I'm ready for this.
I sure hope so. So yeah, let's just watch this, and then we can get back and discuss all the fun things. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Ghost Brothers. It took place at the Magnolia Plantation in Derry, Louisiana. Is this a good write-up? I'm gonna read this Wikipedia write-up.
Oh yeah.
See how it works. The Ghost Brothers head to Derry, Louisiana to investigate the Magnolia Plantation, which dates back to the early 1800s. That was a former cotton plantation with slave labor. When they want to prove that deceased overseer Mr. Miller, who was shot by Union troops, is still angrily roaming the property, and conjurer Aunt Agnes, who was a slave here until she died in the 1920s, is still practicing voodoo in the afterlife. That's it.
Yeah. I don't think I saw any of it, but they tried.
Were your eyes closed from fear the whole time?
Spooky fear. No, mostly I laughed during this episode or felt bored. But I don't know. There's things about it that I thought were interesting, and I liked the Ghost Brothers. I think that if you were gonna pick a ghost show, Joe, you picked the best hosts. So
I mean, they're all 3 fun dudes.
they're trying to be really funny. They're like talking to the ghost like they would their auntie, which I think is funny. I don't know.
Joe, what'd you think?
Yeah, he's all quiet and stuff.
It's just the balance wasn't what I expected. It was much more regular ghost hunter show than like funny ghost hunter show.
So you thought there was like they were actually attempting ghost hunting things more than you thought they would?
Yes, it was just more of a traditional ghost hunter show than like a comedic send up of a ghost hunter show. Which I guess is on me. I was a little racist and assumed that a ghost hunter show with black people was like gonna be funny. It turns out a ghost hunter show with black people is just a ghost hunter show with black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were a couple jokes that they made about like, you know, modern type jokes or whatever. But mostly it was them doing ghost hunter stuff and being like, oh my God, did you hear that? Did you see that? That was totally something.
Like when they piped in creaking noises, as if he was hearing creaking noises.
Yeah.
My favorite was like the one guy. I feel like it was Jawan, but it could have been Dalen.
Was it the one by himself?
He was by himself, and he runs into.
It's probably Juwan because Juwan was by himself most of the time.
Yeah.
He runs into the spider web.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was Juwan.
Like they like fake, like it's gonna be something spooky, but it's a spider web. Then he starts showing us this video, like this heat map video, and he's like really zooming in on this one area, and he's saying it's moving and all this stuff. Like that was the other thing. It was like he kept saying this was moving, and I was like, this seems weird. And in that point, Josh, you said something, but I was trying to ignore it and like really focus on the ghosts. I was ready for the spooky.
Mm-hmm.
It was an air conditioning unit. Like
yeah, I wrote down Juwan keeps finding nothing, an AC unit, a spider web, maybe a ghost apparition standing in the rafters, which was
was
like,
that the beginning?
Yeah, they kept that was
so not anything.
That was Dalen and Marcus, but they kept
Yeah.
showing something. It was like there's nothing there.
Yeah, he was like, "There's a shadow. I saw someone standing there."
It also felt like a little manipulative the way that they edited and like, cause like they have the the EVP technology where it's like they audio record on their phone and then listen to it.
Mm.
But like then with the subtitles and the captions and everything, it makes it seem like something actually did say no, but it was like like that's not somebody saying no. That's just the sound of anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. So I think there's a couple things we can go by, maybe in sections.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of like the ghost hunting technology they used during this. I kind of want to talk. You said editing, and I kind of want to talk about how they edited this show a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So those are two things, but then just like the overall vibe of the show of these three guys. They split up. It was primarily Dalen and Marcus, two of the Ghost Brothers, together.
And Dalen's like the main guy. I said.
Oh yeah, he was like self-proclaimed leader of the group. But like Dalen and Marcus went and investigated like two areas, like the gin barn where presumably a guy like burned to death, and then also they went to the slaves' quarters
with Aunt Agnes.
And Agnes was there, but also like then Juwan and a guest guy named Joe Givens. It was some white guy in a polo shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
Said he saw the overseer like a couple years ago when he was here. So they went and investigated the overseer's house. And then Juwan also went to Aunt Agnes's house, like quarters or whatever, by himself. And kind of had a little, like, I mean, he just talked to himself. He didn't have a conversation with her, but he was in there alone. I think that was supposed to be a lot of ghost hunting shows do like a thing where like they have to be alone for a little bit. But there was like no tension to that whatsoever. It was just like him chatting, like, and just
he looked kind of bored himself.
Yeah. So that's what they kind of did. So I want to talk the editing of the show, which about halfway through I realized, oh, this is like basically all black and white. But
it's the night vision.
But well, you say it's the night vision. I'm a little when Juwan walked into Aunt Agnes's house and there was like a camera set up on the bed and like there was light on, and then he had like a light on his phone. It was like still black and white, and then he sat down and they switched to quote unquote night vision, and then it was like that green night vision that you kind of are used to. So I'm like, are they like just walking around with lights on in reality, and they just are making this black and white when they're in like
to
the
make
places,
it look like slightly creepier, darker,
to make
than
it look like
actually
they're
is.
standing in the dark.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But they would keep switching because there was really no color in any of those things. It was just black and white. But then they would switch to the night vision, which was like that green dark night vision. So I was like, shouldn't it all be one thing? I don't know enough about cameras and hunting in the dark or whatever. It just seemed like I was like, something's a little off to me because I feel like I should see colors sometime.
Even if it's dark,
and whatnot for some things that we're doing, especially when you walked in on Agnes's and it seemed like there was actual lights on. So
that makes more sense though if they did like film it actually in the light.
Well,
and then it's like just a different lens that makes more sense to like what I feel like you're seeing.
So I'm not sure. I mean, I'm being skeptic of what they're doing, but not what they're trying to find. So that was an interesting one to me. I don't know. Did you like think anything? Did you think anything was amiss with kind of some of the things they were in? Like, did you always think they were always in the dark the whole time, or did you notice that it was in? Because it took me a while to be like, it's in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Is this darkness or is this like a weird trick?
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize, but I guess I more think of like that it's not necessarily that it's like bright lights on, but it's just like dim enough that they put on this effect to just so you can kind of see things.
Yeah, I don't think they're in like a well lit room.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
And like that's like they start with it like in color. I don't want people to like be like, oh, you turn this on, it's in like this black and white. Like so, it's like you start in like the day, and then it's like them coming back at night, and then it switches.
Yeah, but it was just when it switched to their night vision, and I was like, wait, well, what am I in the rest
Before,
of the time?
yeah, because it's some sort of like night vision.
It's
Yeah.
obviously some.
I don't know if that
could be camera change. You know, could be me just trying to nitpick.
What did you think about? Okay, so they would intersperse their footage with reenactment footage.
They
Oh,
really
yeah.
only reenacted like the
2 scenes.
that one, the cotton gin barn boy that
Oh
potentially
no, they
burned up.
had the voodoo scene
Oh,
for
the
Auntie Agnes, and
Oh.
then they also had the
overseer.
overseer's death or whatever.
Yeah.
So they had 3 things.
As they're telling the legend of what happened over there, they're like showing. They have like a reenactment played by like actors and stuff.
in terrible costumes. But like that's the part of this that I want to do. So like when I'm on a ghost show, I want to be on the reenactment side. I just want to do that part. That sounds great.
So you don't want to actually go to location.
Well, because
You
that's
wanna-
all fake.
yeah.
But like, yeah, give me a historical reenactment. I'm there. Sign me up.
because you do believe in ghosts and you're afraid to go to the ghost location.
I'm so scared. No, this actually
She
was
wouldn't.
just,
She wouldn't go.
I wouldn't want to go somewhere in the middle of the night. It's more the spiders than the ghosts. Like you can't see the spiders at night.
Yeah, just asked you on.
Yeah.
You got
Walk
a spider
right
you
into
got a
it.
spider in the face.
I don't know. It's trying, but it definitely. I'm surprised it got to Discovery. Like I'm just surprised.
I'm not surprised. This is the type of shit that I expect from Discovery Channel.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a crappy like cable channel TV show.
Yeah.
This is perfect for cable.
You've seen Discovery Channel shows, like not even their shitty ghost stuff, but all their other like wedding shows or like house shows. At least in the house shows, they're actually like doing things and that are real other than hunting ghosts. But like, it's still like very cheap, very low budget, very contrived, even in the reality they're trying to pull. Like,
You
I
sound like you
understand-
hated it.
yeah, I understand all of that, that this is gonna be cheap and contrived, but what I thought this was gonna be was just like a funnier version of that and like kind of making fun of it a little bit, but
Well,
it wasn't.
You know what's funny about that is you say like, this is a little bit more ghost hunty than like comedy. So like it was a little bit more on that edge than you thought it was going to be. And I thought it wasn't enough ghost hunty.
Oh, really?
They just didn't. I mean, they were taking it seriously-ish, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like they're like, we're going to EVP. Maybe it's just like the segments weren't long enough,
Yeah.
I
or
think-
it didn't seem like they were like investigating hard enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was just like a part of it that it seemed like it was trying to be like this weird mix of fun. Like their personalities are good. It was a good, trying to be a mix of like their fun personalities and the ghost show hunting. But I just feel like it didn't hit a stride
Yeah.
in a correct, like the blend wasn't right.
I think we're both right in that it wasn't funny enough to just be a straight up funny show.
Right.
And it wasn't deep into the lore enough to be an interesting ghost hunting show. Like, I haven't seen a lot of these ghost hunting shows, but I've seen MTV Sphere, and in MTV Sphere they do a bunch of other bullshit like
Yeah, well, they have like that whole like area that they all hang out in,
Mm-hmm.
and like they have that like reality personality portion.
yeah, but there's other tests that they do. They do rituals and stuff.
Yeah. They're like the way that they're just like calling the ghost by like, oh, I'm in your house. You're probably mad. It was just very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it felt like they're grasping for any clip, like anything they could possibly put on. Like, it was just like they clearly didn't have enough ghost footage. Like, it just felt drawn out.
Like, if this was MTV's Fear, they would have like made up a voodoo ritual and have had one of them do that.
Maybe they really just needed like a challenge, not like a, collect 50 rings or like,
Yeah.
they just needed like a challenge where like Ju-on went to Aunt Agnes's room and sat there by himself, but maybe they just needed to like
Bump it up with a challenge.
make it spookier. Like, you have to go in like this by yourself, all the lights off, no talking.
You have to lay in the bed. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it did definitely seem like they could go in these rooms, but it was like, don't touch anything. Because it's like a museum.
Yeah. Well, but like, because I think like the personality of, say, like Ju-on when he was in Aunt Agnes's room, if he would have like had to be like, well, I got to get in your bed, and then like I got to be quiet. Like, I don't know, that would have been like probably funny and entertaining, and also been like, he would have been like, what was that? What was that? I don't know. Something a little bit more intense could have had. I mean, it would have been cheesy. Obviously, it's like whatever. It would have been stupid cheesy, and it like there's no ghost. But
It would have been interesting.
it could have been more interesting, and maybe they developed that a little bit. But yeah, it seemed like it wanted both worlds, and it got the best of none.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really looking forward to the last. But maybe I like am trying to, like, even halfway through this episode, I started like getting a little bored with it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to keep sitting through another one of these. But then I started thinking, finale, they're gonna make it spooky as ever.
No, they got canceled for sure, right?
Oh.
There's
Well, they
no-
just kept making more spooky ghost shows with different names.
Yeah.
I was trying to look because we saw when we were looking these up, there's like Ghost Brothers Lights Out or something.
Yeah.
And I was trying to look on the Wikipedia or something to see if there was like something different about that show or something like a different type of gimmick, but it's like, nope, just more ghost hunting.
Huh. Just changing the name.
Yeah. I don't know. There must be something about when you change the name, it gets more something.
Yeah, well, so this went from around to 2017, I think, is when the show went through. And then in 2019, it was announced that a spin-off series titled Ghost Brothers Haunted House Guests would premiere on Travel Channel.
Oh, Travel Channel.
The weighted average, by the way, of Ghost Brothers is 6.3 out of 10.
That's high.
It's
6.3?
It's higher than it deserves, that's for sure.
I give that a 3.
Out of 3. So the other thing I wanted to talk about before getting to predictions is they used some technologies.
Oh my gosh.
Do
you count that as tech? Yeah.
I mean, sure. So here's the deal. What they did, like, EVP is a very common ghost thing, and because I watched that, like I mentioned, that YouTube ghost show, they use a lot of these things too.
Okay, and EVP was like the recording.
Yeah, like electric something. They said what it was, but I don't know what EVP. Essentially, what they did is, like, you can take a voice memo on your phone, and they just hit record on their phone. They like asked a question, and then you be really quiet, and then you record the air around you. And I think the thought of it is that there might be some noises potentially that you can't hear audibly that the recorder will pick up on, and then you replay it and see if you hear anything. And obviously they heard some stuff, but it was just kind of, it was just like the wind outside, or like
a mouse.
It was somebody, Joe Gibbons. Joe Gibbons heard.
Joe Gibbons.
He heard the overseer say walk.
Yeah, walk.
He's like, oh, it
And he
clearly
kept,
said
like,
walk.
He kept repeating it so many times that I felt like he was trying to convince himself. And then it was like
Well, I mean, you're there, you wanna,
they edited
you
it
wanna
so
believe.
it kind of sounds like it. And
So they use EVP. That's pretty common. They also used I think Ju-on used thermal cam on his phone. That must be
Yeah.
an app, because I don't know where a thermal cam is on my smartphone.
No, I don't know.
So it must be an app on his phone.
yeah, which
All he found was an air conditioner with that. And apparently it was on, because if it was cold, that means the air conditioner was recently used.
it still was like, look at it moving, and I was like, okay, dude, you're like
That was
shaking
just-
your
that was
phone.
just his
like this
hand.
is ridiculous. But the way they shot it was like, it looked like if I was really into this, I would have been like, oh my gosh, it's moving.
Oh my gosh.
But they
It's
also had
moving.
the REM pod, which
REM
they
pod.
didn't explain at all. Josh had to like kind of update something about like if you talk to the ghost, then the ghost will like turn on the REM pod. It had on the side of this like basically it was like a black box with some lights on top.
So
And on the side it said like research like based data collection. Like it has these words on the side that makes it look like scientific in some way.
Well, I went to ghoststop.com where I can buy ghost hunting material.
Ghost Stop?
Ghost Stop.
Ghost Stop. Yeah.
Not GameStop.
Ghost Stop. Yeah.
But wait, do you want to stop a ghost? Like, can you make a ghost go back? Like, Ghost Whisper, like she like helps them go to the other side.
Well, I mean,
Do ghosts just stay? Ghosts aren't real, but like these people, do they think they can stop the ghost? Like help the ghost, or are you not trying to help the ghost? You're just trying to like see it.
I think that depends on what TV show you're watching.
Okay, I got to do more research.
Because sometimes you want to bust the ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a Ghostbuster.
So just really quick, the definition of what ghoststop.com says. What is a REM pod?
Okay, good.
A REM
Thanks.
pod is a piece of ghost hunting equipment that alerts paranormal investigators to changes in ambient temperature. This empowers the investigator to record the data as well as any activity that may have been an inciting incident into the records for later review. I think it uses a miniature telescopic antenna to radiate its own independent electromagnetic field.
Mm-hmm.
And then the EM field is easily influenced by materials and objects that conduct electricity. So I think what from what I also understand personally is it's kind of emitting an electric field, and anything that may enter that field, it's got like lights and it makes noise. So potentially the closer something would get to the middle of the REM pod, if you got closer to it, the lights would go off more and the sound would go off. So it's kind of like something could enter the field and set it off. So you could ask a ghost a question and it could like go into the field, like
Go touch it.
Go
make
touch it.
sound.
some people
Because a ghost knows how these machines work.
No, well, that's the thing, is it doesn't need to know how electricity works, or it doesn't need to know how like this equipment works. It needs to know that there's an object there, and if you want to communicate with me, just go towards that object and it will react. And a ghost, like a human person, would understand that something's happening because I'm doing a thing. They would infer. So that's how they would kind of communicate, or it would just, find people. So those are kind of the things that they used, but there's other ghost hunting things that they could use. Oh, they had the
That sounds like a prediction.
grid flashlight,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they used briefly.
which
No, they didn't ever see anything with it though.
well,
Yeah.
they flashed on the wall once right after he saw that shadow figure guy.
Mhm.
Which he didn't see, but that's besides the point.
I've heard of people using Xbox Connects, like that kind of does a grid field, and it can like you're looking at me, Claire, like what?
This is wild.
Well, the Xbox Connect, Xbox 360 had a thing called Connect, which was like motion censoring, so you could like this was a camera, so you could like stand in front of it, so you could do like dancing video games and stuff.
Okay.
And you can go on YouTube for sure and like do Xbox Connect Ghosts, and there's millions of videos of like my Xbox Connect, like you can see it's like a stick figure like dancing, like it like thinks there's like somebody in the room kind of thing when there's nobody there, and it's recording it. So ghost hunters have used
Weird.
things like that, which is basically what their grid flashlight was, a very simple
Mhm.
version of that. Other things that I've seen people use are like they'll put a flashlight in between, like a normal just analog flashlight. You put the power button like on in between, so it kind of can like flick on and off. It could do it like by itself, but the idea is you ask a ghost a question.
So it's like a toggle switch. So you're
like
holding it in the middle.
a regular flashlight that just has like that off and on
Okay,
button,
the slidey
button, and you kind of put that in the middle, so it's kind of like in between off and on. And then you can ask ghost questions and say like, if is John here, and then like turn the light on, and then it would turn the light on, and then it's like do you want to answer questions? And it would turn the light off. Like, it's a way to like have a signal. So like presumably a ghoul can talk to you
Oh, okay.
and answer questions without like rapping on the walls or like invading your body. I don't know. So there's other things, but so I'm wondering.
But are these the most like? Are these the most common ghost things? Because you've seen other ghost shows.
I've seen the flashlight thing, and I've seen EVP, and then I've seen one other one where I don't know what it is, but they put like somebody puts essentially like headphones in their ear, and then they can't hear anything around them, and then another person asks questions to the ghost, and then whatever the person with the earphones in hears, they just say out loud, like they're the conduit.
Oh,
That's fun.
Yeah, so they're being, I don't know, like momentarily possessed, I guess. So that's another potential thing.
spooky. I hope that happens.
But I mean, do we have anything else before we do predictions?
No, just hoping it gets funnier. Because
I hope it gets ghoulier.
yeah, again, we read the description like right before we started. It's just like, oh, they're going to a plantation. Like, we're sending 3 black dudes to a plantation. Like, there's got to be some like hilariousness here, but like there really wasn't. I mean, they did like one bit about like with Joe Givens like asking the like overseer like, is it okay that we're here working together like as equals?
No.
oh yeah, because like the other guy yelled like as equals.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It just seems like something that's just like ripe for comedy, for like just one of the guys to just go in there and be like, hey, ghosts, like, I have a car. Do you even know what a car is?
Hey, white slave ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm a black guy with a bank account.
Yeah.
I own you. I don't know. Anyway.
I own you now.
I'm alive. You're dead.
Suck on that.
You gotta talk to me through a light.
And how? So yeah, who wants to do predictions first?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Well, my first one you kind of already talked about. I called it the laser shadow pen.
The grid pen.
Grid pen. I really want there to be a grid pen, and I want him to see something with the grid pen because they like teased it, and I didn't get to see it in live action. So I want to see a shadow.
Grid pen in action.
We saw a ghost say no and walk. I want to hear a ghost say yes. Positive ghost.
Positive
Okay.
ghost. Okay.
Positive ghost.
Ghost is down.
And then they said something about like there's like this whole moment where they like try to like talk to the ghost under a tree because that's where they're gonna like meet and like it's a good place and people like trees. So I think they're gonna sit randomly under a tree again.
Okay.
Because that's what they did. And then I had to think of a fourth, so I put water. I think there's gonna be something to do with water in this episode. They're going to like shake water, or the water's moving, or there's water.
Cool.
Kind of broad, but I'm sticking with it.
Water ghost.
Water. The ghost isn't water, but there's water in the episode.
An aquatic ghost.
That would be really good. Titanic. That'd be really. I'd do that.
Boat ghost. I can go. I've got Dalen gets possessed.
Nice.
That'd be so good.
Yeah, I hope so. Juwan feels something touch him. Yeah.
He's all by himself all the time. He would.
And then after all that, Marcus thinks it's not haunted.
Marcus.
He's skeptical.
Marcus.
Even after the possession.
Okay.
What a skeptic.
Yeah. And then my last one, in addition to the ghost brothers, there's a ghost sister.
Oh, I like that. That's a good addition.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 4 as well. Number 1, new ghost gadgets.
Yes.
Hope so.
So besides the EVP, the thermal, the REM pod, and the grid.
I hope they go to ghoststop.com.
Go stop. I hope that's like a sponsor.
Yeah. No free ads.
So new ghost gadgets. Number 2, I think they go to a prison.
Okay.
That would be spooky.
Yes, prisons are spooky. Number 3, celebrity guest.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like,
Celebrity ghost?
Clearly, ooh. Well, I mean, I mean, clearly they're not getting, Tom Hanks, but maybe like Danny Trejo or something.
Okay.
I think they could afford Danny Trejo. No offense, Danny. You could be on our podcast.
Anytime.
I can't even say podcast. And number 4, I think someone gets ghost scratched. They're like, oh, I got scratched. Ghost shows. I want some.
So do they actually get like?
Yeah, they're gonna like
wounds?
lift up their shirt and be like, look, I got scratched.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see maybe this.
Man, I feel like my laser pen shadow grid pen thing is like small potatoes to like a full on ghost scratch.
Ghost scratch. Well, and here's the deal, listeners. I tried to look up on Wikipedia what the last place was. It didn't say what it was.
We don't know.
And so we don't know, and I didn't want to look it up anymore. I wanted it to be a surprise. A ghoulish surprise, if you will. So we're going to watch the finale of Ghost Brothers, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the finale-ish, I guess, of Ghost Brothers. We went to the House of Wills.
Cleveland,
Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Joe, we did this one. We're watching on HBO Max, and according to that, there is an 8th episode after this one. But according to Wikipedia, the House of Wills was the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we went with what Wikipedia said instead of what HBO Max said.
Yeah.
Because we don't trust our streaming overlords.
Yeah, I've seen weird things, mostly on like Paramount, where like stuff's out of order. But yeah, wouldn't be surprised if like Max got that mixed up.
Yeah, but we had House of Wills. I don't think. I mean, there was never going to be a true finale anyway. To like,
yeah,
the show.
it's not like
So it got canceled. One thing, so technically, if you're being weird about it, there was 3 seasons of this show.
Mm-hmm.
There was the first season, which was 6 episodes, and then there was a second season, which was called like Ghostin' something.
What?
And then
Ghostin' Out or something.
Ghostin' Out, and it was just like they revisited the first 6 episodes in the first season and like just talked about more stuff. So it was almost maybe like a behind the scenes or extra footage or whatnot of the first episode. So it wasn't.
Wow, sounds riveting.
I think it was on a different network.
What?
So I think they just kind of like went from where they were to a different network, whatever. And then the second season, third season, if you want to say it, was like that. But so we watched the last episode according to Wikipedia, The House of Wills. I don't have a write-up, but I mean, essentially, The House of Wills was... I forget what the first part was. It was owned by some dude.
He walked away.
It was built in like turn of the century, like
1905.
early 1900s, and has gone through.
But it was built by a mason.
Yeah, it was built by a
That's the part I
Freemason.
don't remember.
Yeah.
So 33rd degree mason. It made me really want to know what that meant.
Missing about 66.66 degrees.
It's built by a Freemason, and the Freemasons are often associated with like mysticism. They mentioned something about how like the design of the house was meant to keep spirits in or something.
Yes. And then I didn't get the year, but in some year, which I'm not 100% sure when, it was bought by that guy Willis.
Wills.
Wills, that's right. He kept saying it. Mr. Wills. And it was one of the first black-owned funeral homes in Cleveland.
And that building is massive.
Yeah, it's a mansion.
So like...
And the rooms are all like stylized and like...
Yeah, back when this was a...
So nuts.
...working building, because it's like basically abandoned now.
Mm-hmm.
When it was a working building, this building was like probably crazy and ornate and just big, and it was nuts.
Because there's like a main room that's like double decker, and it's like
it's an auditorium.
It's an auditorium, or like something that could be like a chapel or something. Like there's like a stage or dais at the front, and like enough room for like pews or seating, and then the upper level too. So it's like a huge space.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So like that was by Mr. Wills, He died in the building.
Mhm.
Yep.
Interesting, funeral home. Died in his own funeral home.
Yeah.
Fun times. And then we go to current day, and it's owned by just some creepy looking dude.
Yeah, they didn't really get into his backstory that much.
He's a white dude who they showed him here because they were like talking to him in the beginning, and he's a white dude with like dark brown hair that's all slicked back.
It is the greasiest hair I've ever
The
seen.
greasiest slicked back.
It's like you couldn't have showered before this.
He's wearing these glasses that are like tinted, and then like a trench coat.
Yeah, I was gonna say very trench coat.
Like a
he-
steampunk Matrix villain.
Yeah, he's very cyberpunk. He's either like a really rad dude or like a really not rad dude. You know what I mean? Like
Red, depending on who you ask. Maybe if you're asking Dalen, but if you're asking Marcus, he's not cool with it.
Yeah.
Because the guy that owns it is a Satanist.
So Marcus literally dips at the beginning because he claims, because of his religion, because of his Christianity.
well, yeah, the
And-
guy with the slick back hair owning it says he's a Satanist and that he's done like services there.
Yeah.
Right?
So then that immediately Marcus just like leaves.
Yeah, he's like, I can't be here. Because of my Christian upbringing, I can't be somewhere where like the Satan stuff has been done.
So that means he can't go to the grocery store. He can't go to the
Well,
bowling alley.
That did spark a debate between us because Josh's reaction to that was like, well, what has this guy been doing this whole time? Like,
Yeah,
how
like-
are you?
They're
dipping
hunting
through
like
ghost shit.
fucking ghosts. Like,
Yeah.
they're in places that are like ghostly and evil. I mean, I understand like technically in this leg of the woods or this like the people that delve in this stuff, like ghosts and like demons are different. Obviously, like, demons are worse
Yeah,
because they have negative connotations and are bad, of course. And then ghosts are like just like loose, like sad spirits that probably want to just go home or whatever. But like everyone's afraid of like, you're all afraid of ghosts. Like you should be afraid of demons too. Like you should.
Yeah.
If you can't go in there because a dude is a Satanist who owns the building, then maybe you shouldn't be going into a bunch of ghost buildings anyway. Also, he just goes into the building later because he's like, I called my friend
yeah.
and we prayed about it and I'm good. And I'm like, okay, way to go. Way to conquer that one.
I don't know. I don't know if I dislike like the whole episode or the premise of the episode, or if I dislike the one character. Well, not a character. She's an empath.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Sarah.
Sarah
Yeah.
Cope,
A
Kate,
guest investigator, Sarah.
who apparently has had a lot of ghostly experiences in this place already.
I said a guest investigator / puppettee because she said she got puppeted. in
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
rooms.
I also put that she was puppeted.
She's
in my
like
notes.
full on Muppet.
Yeah, she got muppeted.
And then like as she's walking around, she's like seeing a cat and then freaking out.
Well, we saw
yelling.
the cat. In all fairness,
Well,
Cat's real. It's a real
Yeah,
cat.
it was a real cat.
cat. It wasn't a ghost cat.
All the other things they saw were fake, but we saw the cat.
But like as she's like looking for this cat or following the cat, she then like sees somebody and it scared the life out of her.
Mm-hmm.
It was
She also did this thing where she had this like it was like a little rock on a chain that she was holding like a pendulum,
It was like a crystal.
like yeah, a little crystal like swinging from her hand like a pendulum, and she would ask questions like, if you're a spirit here with us, like spin this in a circle, and it would start spinning. But like even in the footage, even in how they edited it to try to make it look like it was doing it on its own, you could see her like moving her hand to spin the little.
Yeah, you could see like
crystal.
if you looked at like her elbow, you could see her like
like-
arm moving a little bit to like get it going.
just enough.
And she would say things like, I couldn't stop this if I wanted to. I'm
Yeah.
not moving it. And it was just like, you're even bringing more attention to the fact that we can watch you move it.
Well, and also like I couldn't stop it. It wasn't moving. It's not like it was like whipping around. It was barely moving.
Yeah,
And then
barely.
she's like, and then now if you want us to go back in the house, don't make it stop. And then it just how gravity would naturally like make a swinging object that's hanging like kind of just stop and hang down.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just did that.
Yeah, if
It
you
was like,
stopped moving.
yeah, okay. Way to figure out physics.
Yeah.
That wasn't very impressive.
So she wasn't impressive. Man, her and all the dudes, they all saw something run away from them. Like multiple times. They're like, oh, I swear to God, I saw somebody in there. I saw a full person in there. I saw a shadow. Something was over there. And not once was there, they weren't even like, the cameras weren't even pointing anywhere over there. And sometimes they were, like one time they were like, just the cameras like down the hallway. And they're like, did you see that? And it was like, no, nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah, it didn't.
They were just, there was a lot of crying wolf that was without any like, even like fun justification for a lot of the stuff in this one, unfortunately.
There was a lot of just like talking to the spirit, trying to communicate with them via movements. There's that crystal thing. The other one was Dalen and Jawan lit 2 candles, and they would ask questions, and when they would see the light flicker on the candle, that's sort of like, that means a yes. You know, just how a normal candle will flicker.
Like if you breathe near it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, that's a bummer too, because they also did things that were kind of like fun, or could be like, oh, you got like you got something out of the ghosts, like really, which is like when they were in the room with the REM pod, and they asked a question, they weren't like near it, and the lights go off after they asked the question. Clearly that's probably editing too, but like after they do all these things where they like see a full human being walking down the hallway without it, completely off camera, or they're sitting next to just regular burning candles, then they do a thing that's kind of like a legit, like in the world of ghost hunting type scenario, where like maybe these lights are going off because something's interacting with them, because it's like you can see them, they're like far away from it in the same room, like talking, and then it's like, well, I don't care anymore. I don't believe any of this stuff.
There's another device.
Yeah, the one that like
the words
he was talking to it.
The bank fraction device.
Yeah, I don't know how that device worked.
That was the most ridiculous.
But they would like ask a question. Like the one they asked was like, "What are you?" or "Who are you?" And then this device like printed out, "It's darkness," and they're like, "Oh my God, it's the darkness itself. We're talking to the darkness." And then they tried to ask other questions, but I don't know that they got anything. They just got something like, "Oh, it's big," or something. But there's just like another scene where, again, with the editing, we didn't see what they asked or how the text got on there, but you could see on the device it said bank fraction. And I'm just like, why did it say bank fraction?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like they wanted us to see the third line, but above the line that they wanted to show us, it said bank fraction.
Bank fraction.
And it was just like, that's so distracting. I can't, it doesn't even matter what the next line is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I liked bank fraction.
Bank fraction.
It was like, just, I was really hoping it would be like a little more spooky, a little more fun.
I liked the location.
Yes, I kind of want them to just do like,
What's I'm saying?
somewhat haunted or somewhat like rundown. Like, give me a tour of this place. I would watch that.
Give me a tour. Tell me about the history, because the history
and
itself
creep
is
me
like,
out by looking at like the creepy stuff.
the history itself could be creepy enough. Just that like this used to be a funeral home. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how like there was a lot of cool things, even in the first episode, but more so even in this one, that because they went to a more creepy, dilapidated like section, like area this time. And like a lot of things are really cool. It's just like the way they put it all together, and like clearly are silly about it. Like, and like, because it's like none of us believe in ghosts, but like, hey man, if you do this right, we're gonna just like believe in ghosts for 43 minutes and have a great time.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, that's creepy, but it's like you can't even. There's no like sucking me into this.
Well, and even at the end when they're like, it's been ghost busted. I was just like, no, man, I don't believe you. I don't know. Just didn't.
It was a cool spot, and it's cool that it's like, it's a real location, and everything that they were talking about of the history seems to be real.
Yeah, the history's really cool too.
Yeah.
Like the Mason and then the Black-owned like funeral home, which is in that massive building, and it's so crazy in there. There was so many rooms we didn't get to see, probably. Like, you know, man.
As opposed to like in, again, MTV Sphere, it was like
Everything comes back to MTV Sphere.
Real places, but the majority of them were not actually like, there's no reports of them being haunted or anything. It's just like we found an old building that they're going to let us use, so we're going to make up stories about it.
Oh, so all those stories in that show that you made me watch are fake?
The majority of them are. Some of them were like
Oh.
real places they just changed the names of, but there were like haunting stories. But the majority of them were just like, it's just an old factory. Let's just make up some stories.
Okay.
Whereas this is like a real place and is like a known like spooky spot. I was looking it up on the internet, and like it is like owned by, it seems like it's owned by a company that like dabbles in the spooky. Like they're running tours of this place.
Oh.
It's still just like abandoned or whatever, but I assume they've like kind of upkept it so that it's safe to do tours. But then the company that does this, like not at the house, but just like in their other event space, they do like tarot readings and like other kind of stuff like that. Like seems that they're like kind of deep into the occult.
Spooky. See, that would be fun. I'd rather watch like a video about that
Mm-hmm.
than these dudes. Not that I don't want to like see these guys.
They were
Their
better.
footage wasn't as exciting.
They were better on camera this time around. They were a little snappier with their jokes and stuff, and just like being on TV. Still not what I want from like.
I just don't think they like got their like methodology correct
Yeah.
based on the presentation of the show and that Venn diagram where like the sweet spot in the middle is of like their fun personalities mixed with a good ghost hunting show.
Mm-hmm.
They just like didn't quite get it right.
It's because there aren't ghosts.
They are not. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I think there's a thing that we were kind of waiting for. Again, we're like tiptoeing in like some like racist stuff here, but like I feel like we've seen those clips of like famously like David Blaine has these specials where he does like magic for celebrities, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen those videos of like he's like doing shit for like Kevin Hart and all his friends or something, and they're all just like, you know, like
Huge reactions? Is that what you're going for?
huge reactions where it's like they're like expecting to not be blown away. They're just like, whatever, you're just like a sleight of hand guy, like we'll be impressed, but it's not gonna like fucking freak us out. And then David Blaine does something unreal, like he pulls like a goldfish out of his mouth or something, and they're just like it's a combination of like being super uncomfortable and just like laughing really hard, and they're just like it's that kind of like manic reaction that I think I was hoping to see in this type of show with African Americans doing a ghost hunter type show. But instead it was just like, turns out doesn't matter the color of your skin, you just ghost hunt like the rest of them.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I wasn't necessarily assuming. I wasn't going in with exactly what you want, but I just wanted like I liked their personalities and they were fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how to reconcile what necessarily I needed from this, but it just wasn't as it wasn't finding. It was a square peg in a round hole for some reason. To me.
I just can't believe that there's so many of these shows out there. And also, like, to be perfectly honest, I would much rather watch like a house show or like, I don't, it just, it was that weird black and white footage, which was kind of annoying to watch. Like there wasn't a whole lot going on.
Well, and here's the deal. I think after I noticed it, obviously me and Joe noticed like when it switched in this last episode, and like that was a really big problem. I don't know why. I couldn't get over it too. The black and white thing, because
I made them rewind because I was like, I don't understand this.
Yeah. Joe, tell us what happened.
Well, just they were doing this bit like by the car before they get the gear, and it was like in regular color. It was nighttime, so they obviously had lights, but it was like very well lit for it being nighttime. And then they open the trunk, and then all of a sudden it switches to black and white, but you could see it's still the same amount of light, and it's still like the same shots, but just now it's in black and white.
Yeah, I mean, at max, it's like you open the shot and you take like a 5-minute break and like reset the camera or do a thing or whatever. But it was still just then when it was, and then they went black and white, and it was like, wait a minute,
still the same amount of light that's around.
Why are we acting like we're in the dark now? Because
Yeah.
I assume that's what the black and white is for, to like give me this thing. But you've disproved it in your own show.
Yeah, like you don't need that camera view. Maybe that camera that is in black and white is supposed to like pick up spirits or something. I don't know.
I just think, I mean, I think adding, maybe it even takes away from the spook factor, like kind of like not being able to see very well, like this low light, like low light flashlight kind of stuff could work a little bit better. It would add a spookiness to it that even in them not finding anything, or like when they go, oh, did you see that? And they say they saw a full human body run down the hallway, which the camera didn't see or was even near. But if it's in like you're watching YouTube, like abandoned videos where they're like running around with a flashlight in like a kind of a dark area, but still there's light around, it's spooky like that. But this black and white filter they put on it kind of washes all that away.
Yeah. Because it doesn't, I mean, if it's
I bet you're right that it's something to do with like picking up ghost vibes or something.
with the natural coloration, you're more easily able to put yourself there. It looks more real. It's mostly like, this is what it would have looked like if I was standing right there. Then when you add the black and white and whatever, it takes away from a little bit.
Yeah. So maybe that killed the vibes, and maybe, I mean, I'm not saying that would have fixed the show, but I think that would have at least, it like made me take a step back and just be like, whatever. I don't know. It had
made you check out.
It made me check out a little bit. Just like it took me out of like a ghost, like especially a reality ghost show, which this is supposed to be like, what if you're here? Like, we're here, you're here, and this is scary because we're people and this is real.
Yeah.
And then you put this filter over the entire episode where you take the reality of what you're seeing out of the show. And it was weird. So I don't know. Maybe, well, I'm saying that would fix all its problems, but I think that would help me and probably some other people connect more with what we were watching.
So maybe one of their like other like 12 spinoffs doesn't do this black and white footage. We'll have to find that one and watch that one.
Yeah, maybe we will. Tune in next week.
Oh, I hope you don't watch this again.
Ghost Brothers Reignited or whatever it's called.
Oh no, I won't be here. Jim, you'll be back, right?
Presumably, unless he's saving ghost whales.
Spooky whales.
Should we see how we did in predictions?
Psh, I guess.
Because we're running long.
So I went first, and I said there's going to be that laser grid thing. Nope, didn't see it, didn't use it. I said a ghost would say yes, just bank fraud or whatever. I said they would sit under a tree. No trees, they're inside.
They were inside
and
the whole time.
I said there'd be water. There was no water, so a full 0 points.
Way to go.
Way to go. I'm really good at predicting.
Cool.
Joe?
I had Dalen gets possessed. There was no possession or puppeting.
I mean, Marcus was probably afraid he was going to get possessed this
Applause.
whole time.
Yeah.
Juwan feels something touch him. That didn't happen. Marcus thinks it's not haunted, and they like marked it as haunted by the end.
Marcus was the most
Convinced.
this is haunted for sure from minute one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a ghost sister, which they had just like a guest, but I was thinking more of just like another person with them that's part of the crew.
Also, Sarah's not no. She's
Sarah,
probably a fine person. I hope if she listens, like, you're great. But, like, no, she's not a ghost sister.
Sarah, you suck.
Wow.
With your damn crystal fakery.
Okay, the crystal was out of control.
So 0, Joe.
0.
All right. Well, here's the deal, y'all.
What'd you get?
New ghost gadgets.
There were some.
There, bank fraud or fraction.
Yeah, bank fraction.
Bank
machine.
fraction was whatever that thing was a new ghost gadget. He also had like a new EVP. I would have considered that still an EVP, but it was actually one of those ones that goes like it like kind of cycles through things and then it like says it out loud instead of them
The
just
phone.
recording. Yeah, but the bank fraction machine I'm taking. I thought they were going to be in a prison. They were not in a prison. They were in a
You say prison.
prison.
Okay, I thought you were like saying prism. and I
Prism?
was- yeah.
They got
cool.
caught in a prism and they had to escape. I thought there would be a celebrity guest, and I don't think Sarah or the Satanist counts as celebrities.
No.
Not quite.
Satan's kind of a celebrity, but he didn't make an appearance, unfortunately.
So you get a point?
Well, no, not for that.
Oh.
And then number 4, I said someone gets ghost scratched, but no one got ghost scratched.
No blood.
None of those full-sized apparitions that they claimed to have seen ran up and scratched them. But I am taking my 1 point in the end for ghost gadgets.
I'm so glad somebody got a point.
It was me, and I'm glad it was me.
Nice work.
Well, you know, I needed to make up. Did anyone score points last week?
I didn't.
I'm only halfway through the
remember.
episode, so. All right, so no one scored points last week.
There's somebody did. I'm sure Jimmy got like all the points. Always.
Jimmy. Bad. Okay, well, that's going to do it. We got, that was 1, 2, 3. It means we got one more Ghostly show, huh? So, listeners, I know everyone's probably anxiously awaiting Season 12's First and Lasties.
I am. Can't wait.
Once again, I'm going to leave everyone up in, like, guessing. Going to leave everybody guessing, I guess. I was going to say up in the air. We're either going to do, we might just continue a spooky month because we're in it, you know, circle back to First and Lasties later. Or we'll do First and Lasties and make spooky month go into November.
Whoa.
We'll find out.
You're like leaving it up to chance. So spooky.
Hey, tune in and you'll find out. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh,
Pretty sure that's what they say.
I think it is.
Yeah,
It's what they say now.
that's what they say in like 1964 when Adam West was Batman. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for listening, Claire. Thanks for joining.
Hey, I'm glad you guys had me. Thank you guys for, letting me watch this show I will never watch again.
Well, hey, no problem. I hope you don't have horrible nightmares from how spooky this was.
I don't think I will.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I will. I think I'll sleep just fine.
Excellent. All right, listeners, thanks for joining us as well. We'll see you next week for another podcast of some sort. All right, goodbye.
Bye.